There's me, there's us. There's them. We live in Dorset. So that's me, that's her, that's them. And together we are the Bear Fam. Hi Bear Fam. Hope you're well. It's Sunday. Happy Father's Day if there are any dads out there that watch. I'm pretty certain it's predominantly ladies, but in fact I'm utterly convinced it does you can get onto the YouTube sort of the back end of what I do and it gives you stats. I think it's 95% women. But anyway, I digress. On the hill, as you can see, it's windy, but it's pleasant. It's sunny. I'm not sure shorts was quite the right thing to wear, but it's fine. I'm not cold. Probably can't hear me actually, can you, because of the wind? I speak like that maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Ellie's gone to a barbecue with her dad's side of family for Father's Day. So she's out for the afternoon stroke evening. So it's quite late. It's 4:30. Walking the gooches. Jack's lagging as per. I gave him a bit of a haircut today. I haven't completely finished, so Jack's got like odd feet. Chunky was so good. Chunky let me do all his feet. Moo is just a lost cause. Anyway, as I'm mindful that you probably can't hear a word I'm saying because of the wind, I'm going to chat to you when I get back. If I remember. Sure I will. I keep looking around the garden. I've got lots of jobs that need doing. I just can't be bothered. Right, catch you in a while.
I'm the king of the rascal, Penny, Jack and Monty. I'm the daddy rascal, daddy's here.
Right, Bear Fam, I'm back in the mansion. I'm just rolling myself a fag. Then I have a few things that I've got in my mind that I've been wanting to do in the garden and I've just been too lazy to do. Dog bed under the table, Chunk digging a hole. I planted a lupin back along. I've actually got two. But one is looking very unhappy. In fact, it looks like it's dying. So I've also then got a wallflower in a pot that clearly needs to go in the ground. So I'm going to swap them over. I think the lupin is probably not getting the best drainage there. And from what I understand, lupins need good drainage. But it's looking very sorry for itself, whatever the reason. And then I must get those acers planted up. I bought pots for the acers and I just have never got round to doing it. Then the grass needs cutting. And I need to do lots of weeding. But I'm probably not going to get all that done this afternoon. The thing with gardening is it's non-stop. Just when you think, oh, I've done it all, it's all looking really lovely. You just got to keep at it. Haven't you, really? Oh, I'm getting a wet butt. Oh! Chair's wet and I just sat on it, look. I got a wet backside. Hang on, let me put it back on this chair for you. I know you actually love to sit up there. There you go. Oh, back in its rightful place. So they're the things I'm going to do. I don't think I'll get the grass done today. Mostly because when I use the strimmer, I cut my legs when I've got no trousers on because bits flick up. And I can't be bothered to go and change my trousers. Plus, I think it's still a bit wet. Or shall I? I'm going to end up with cut legs again if I do. I see the people stabbed to death in Reading yesterday is... Oh, I've got a really wet butt now. Is being deemed a terrorist attack. Just... Why can't people just get along? Why can't we just accept that we've all got differences and... I don't know. Just seems so sad. So sad. So sad. Oh, I look a bit odd. Look like a Harley Davidson rider. I'll just cover my ears up. Yeah, the garden's looking really overgrown right this minute in time. The beans have just gone berserk. They were really the wrong thing to plant in that planter. They are just humongous. And the wind that we've had over the last couple of days has ravaged my tomato plant, so I see that one of them is hanging off, so I need to sort that out as well. Hello, Ickle Chunky. Are you tired from your walk, Ickle Chunky? Tired little boy. Oh, he's tired from his walk. It's funny, Ellie's not always right beside me. She's normally upstairs in her bedroom. But I can feel her absence nonetheless. And I don't know why that is. I just sense that she's not here, even though if I didn't know she wasn't here, I still sense she's not here, if that makes any sense to anybody. It's really weird. Feel a bit lonely. Don't normally feel lonely, especially with the boys around. Right, I'll get on with this garden and I finish this fag, get on with the garden. I've got that other thing to plant as well. Oh, I've got a bit behind with all my chores, people, a bit behind. Got to take that paddleboard out for its maiden voyage yet as well. We ought to name the paddleboard, didn't we? We ought to give it a name like a ship. Bear Fam 1. No, I want a nice name for the paddleboard. What should we call it? It's a bit yellow, so maybe banana. I don't know, I'll have to think of a name. Here the motorbikes are on the field again. Always worries me that somebody's dog's going to get injured. Right, job one done. I have swapped the wallflower and replanted up the lupin in a pot. See how that gets on. Now in the pot. It needs watering yet, and I've put that in the ground. I have decided that I can't stand the grass looking like that. So that's my next job. Right, grass done. Legs obliterated. I've cut myself numerous times as per. It's not the actual strimmer that cuts me, it's the blinking grass or whatever's in the grass jumping up. Having just spent all that time, I can still see long bits sticking up. I'll have to go over it again tomorrow. Dad doesn't like it, so Dad's come for a cuddle, just to make sure everything's all right in the world. Oh, there's a Chunky. Chunky wants cuddles. Come here. Come here. We can double-decker it. There we go. Double-decker dogs. Double-decker dogs. Right. Happy now it's stopped? Don't like it. I'm sure moves around here somewhere. Oh, Dad, you're really, really very heavy. Can you sit there? That's a good boy. Oh, my legs are covered. My shoes are covered. Everything's covered. Everything's covered in grass. Oh, look at the state of my leg. Oh dear. That's a nice cut. What did Ellie say the other day? She said, "Oh, Mum, you've got boy legs." I said, "Well, I know they're chunky, but that's just going to extremes." She said, "No, I don't mean that." She said, "But boys are always in the wars and fighting and climbing." Chunky, can you get off him? Jack, I don't want you on my lap, darling. You're too heavy. That's because Chunky's trying to get Jack to play. Jack doesn't want to play. Yeah, she said, "No, I don't mean that. I mean the fact that they've all got cuts and scrapes and bruises all over them." Well, half of that is fibro, because I'm always losing my balance. I don't often fall over, not yet. But I do stumble quite a lot, as if I'm on a boat. You know when a boat lists backwards and forwards, and you sort of, if you're trying to walk like on a cross-channel ferry or something, you'd feel the up motion, and as the down one came, you'd stumble. I can do that even on still ground. Well, I've managed to do that. And there's a hole here that was bleeding a minute ago. That covered in bits of grass all over, even up here. Right, well, that's 2 chores done. I can't do. I was going to plant the aces up, but I can't because I can't find a way of drilling holes in the bottom of the containers. I don't know why they sell them like that, really. Right, I'm going to have a bit of a bindweed purge, and then I think I'll go and watch some telly. What time is it? 6:30. Well, the strimmer's run out of use, which is probably just for the well, because I was starting to get knackered, but I wouldn't stop. No, Jack, seriously, I do not want you on my lap. Right, I'm moving. I'm moving. Right, strimmer. This is the updated version. Looking a lot better. Lot better. Strawberries. As I said, the tomato plants have sort of taken over the world. That and the beans, which are now starting to flower. But I don't quite know what to do with them. They're like taken out. I put this on when they were tiny, thinking, "Oh, I'm being really clever because this will keep them." But no. The spinach is coming high to get away from the the tomatoes. Oh dear. And I don't even know whether the beetroot's going to survive in there, to be quite honest. There's blooming. I feel like chopping these off at source, to be honest. The radishes. Don't know why I grew radishes, really. I'm not really the biggest fan of radishes. Right, I'd rather have the tomatoes than anything else, so we'll stick with tomatoes. Cardboard mountain. My seat, my bird feeder, The scribble feeder. Oh yeah, I was going to do a blinking bindweed run. Alright, come on. Jump to it. Now you see this lupin seems quite happy. Although I meant to be cutting that off, but it's quite happy going about its business, intruding on other people's space. It's a bit of a bendy one, but it looks a lot happier than the other one. Rose is looking alright. It's covered in blooming bindweed though. I hate bindweed. I hate bindweed. Look at it. Wrapped all round everything. I hate roses, so that's not a good combination. Right, I've got to go low and find the source, I think. It's the only way forward with this one. I'll bindweed for a minute. I'm trying to get to the source, but it's not easy, and I don't want to get stabbed by a... I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate bindweed. Now, next door's dog's out. Hence the barking. I can't get to the source of the bindweed. Where are you coming from? I reckon you're coming from over there somewhere. It's obviously a weed o'clock. Next door smoke weed every afternoon. Ellie and I call it weed o'clock. There's a couple next door. They're a really young couple. Have lots of parties, sadly. And they like to smoke weed every afternoon. This bindweed has got right to the top of my roses. Ugh. Hate it. Oh, don't prickle me. Oh, please, Mr. Rose, I'm trying to help you. Don't prickle me. Right, drastic measures. I've just come in from doing the grass, pottering around. What was the last time check I gave? 6:30, wasn't it? Just looked at my watch thinking, I don't know if I've had my dinner yet because I'm not sure I'm hungry. I looked at my watch, it's like 5 to 8. So, I had a leftover portion of lasagna in my fridge. So that is what I'm going to have for tea. I was thinking, I'll have a sit down, it'll be a while before Ellie's back, but it won't be. Anyway, that's it from today. Bits and bobs, normal old rubbish, you know. So, I'm going to leave you. I don't know what this week holds. Not much different to what it's been holding for the last, goodness knows how many months, I suspect. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other. And I will probably catch you. I'm not sure. I'm not going to promise on the morrow. Because I always feel really guilty when I don't. So, I am going to go off ski. Love ya.